CBS Sports HQ Football Happy Hour. After playing 32 games in 2018 and 2019, Christian McCaffrey has played in less than a third of that total in the past 2 seasons. Injuries derailing one of the most dangerous players in league history. And that's the thing, when McCaffrey's on the field, he does things rarely seen in league history. As he heads into the 2022 season, staying on the field, priority number 1, and he spoke to our Josina Anderson about that on Monday.
So we are standing beside Christian McCaffrey of the Carolina Panthers right after kind of a soggy practice out there, maybe affecting me a little bit more than you, clearly, by the looks of our hair. But maybe you could just start off by kind of describing the acclimation to another, obviously, named quarterback into this offense right now, particularly after he's trying to acclimate himself to Matt Rule's offense on such short notice.
Yeah, today was first day of pads, and I think everybody was just excited to, play real football again. So as far as the quarterbacks go, I'm not a quarterback coach. I'm not a quarterback evaluator. I think for me, I'm just focusing on being in the right place at the right time, doing my job, making sure whoever's out there at quarterback, I'm ready to go. So just checking my boxes, and it was a great football day today, like you said, with the rain. So it was fun to be out there.
Such a statement talking about doing my job. But nonetheless, I will ask you, at least of your observations so far, just as far as Baker Mayfield as a person, what you've noticed personality-wise in terms of how he's tried to get to know you guys as teammates.
Oh, he's been great. He's been a great locker room guy, great leader on the field. I think him and Sam have a great dynamic in the meeting room as well. So, one thing I love about this team is we got a bunch of good dudes on the team who compete really hard when it comes to football, but we're really close off the field too, and Baker fits right into that. So it's been fun getting to know him and being able to practice out there with him too.
With all the kind of hurdles that you guys are overcoming relative to just some newness with the quarterback competition and just, trying to navigate from last year and the years beyond, and even you yourself or what have you, is there some degree of this team being underwritten or kind of looked over somewhat coming into the season with those hurdles?
Yeah, we don't focus on any of that. Every year's a new year. Every week's a new week. So for us, it's just one day at a time, executing and becoming obsessed with execution, and that's it. You can worry about all the outside noises and voices and this and that, but at the end of the day, it's about executing the play call on every single play. And when you tailor your focus to that, your life becomes a little bit more simpler.
So I remember, watching you train with the guys, especially coming out of college in Colorado, and just how hard you go, especially with the pregame routine. I think I remember doing a piece on that a while ago. And I'm just wondering if you're making any adjustments relative to either how you're coming into the season relative to your approach, or just in terms of how you're minding yourself in practice so that your durability is there over some of the things that you've been experiencing over the last few years.
Yeah, definitely. I think you got to adapt or die. So I've tried to adjust some things here and there that become a little bit more sustainable, a little bit better for me on my body. And I've reached out
what?
to.
That's what I want to hear.
That's what you want to hear?
Yeah, what have you adjusted? I mean, I'm a former trackster, and I appreciate your pregame routine because it's really lengthy, and I know how much you just try to get every inch out of your body when you work out. So I'm just curious, what have you changed though?
Well, there's a lot of stuff in the warm-up, a lot of stuff as far as off-season training as well, knowing when to go hard, when to kind of back off a little bit, knowing when to train as far as speed and strength and do more prehab stuff. And so I've really just I flirted with a lot of stuff early in the year last year on what I think makes me feel the best. But the thing about football is it's a constant adjustment. You're getting hit from all different angles all the time. You're running, you're cutting, you're starting, you're stopping. So every muscle group is used at all times, and it's really a day-by-day, how do you feel each day? And so for me, the word routine is still in my book, but it's more of a, hey, how am I feeling today? What do I feel like I need to get going? And being really good at evaluating my own body every single day, and having a good plan with Coach Rule and the practice plan as far as when to run me, when to rest me. But I feel great, and I think I got a good plan dialed in. As far as the details, I'd probably have to write an excerpt as far as, different things. But I feel great. I'm ready to go.
Last question here, because, I used to do ballet and also run track for Carolina, and I always felt like I was at my fastest. Actually, this is true. I know you laughed at me a little bit. But no, I felt like I was always at my fastest when I was combining flexibility of all of that too with my speed. Eddie George used to, I think, do ballet when he also was a running back in the NFL. So I'm curious, just out of my own pure curiosity, how much are you paying attention to the stretch and flexibility aspect in addition to, you know, the strength training aspect and all those other things too?
Yeah, I'd probably say I'm now doing twice as much of stuff like that as opposed to the running and lifting. I think as you get older too, you know, your body's kind of set in stone. You are who you are. There's always room to grow, but you need to maintain and you need to be fresh every single day. And so, like you said, you know, it's definitely an emphasis on the flexibility, the explosiveness, the rest, and treatment and all that stuff, and doing gymnastics and different things to prepare my body for the load of the season.
And also in the spine too.
Absolutely.
Spinal flexibility too.
So you should write the book. I don't know, I should interview you.
No, well, you can if you want to. But listen, I appreciate your time. I know, you know, they're over here to come get you, but appreciate you stopping by, and good luck for this season, okay?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, you too. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Josina, with Christian McCaffrey. As you take a look at his numbers, he entered last season with a lot of hope that he'd put the injuries behind him. Obviously, that didn't come to fruition, so hope again that this season will be much more productive than last year. Certainly hoping the best for Christian McCaffrey. As you look at his numbers, scrimmage yards leads the NFL, 5,443 from 2017 to 2019. His touchdown total, just 8 over the past 2 seasons after he had 39 in that 3-season span.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.